Okay guys and gals, today we're going to talk about a gun belt. Big zip tie is what it looks like. Let's check it out in detail. Okay gang, welcome to today's video. Welcome to the hideout. I'm glad you're here with me. I thank every one of you subscribers very much. If you have not subscribed, please do. Click the little ringy dingy out there so you get a notification, see us other places on the web, especially Sarge1911.com, okay? Alright, let me tell you what's going on today. We're not doing a handgun. What we are doing is a gun belt. Now, a company named HOOAH Essentials, this little hat they sent me. Take a look at that right there, so I want you to be familiar with the name. You know, they're not paying me to do this video. They sent me an email and wanted to know if I would be interested in doing a video. They said they would send me at no charge a belt if I wanted to review their product. Well, sure, I'll take a free gun belt, but I was also very clear to tell them, you know, I'm going to give them the review that I feel that they're going to get. You're going to get my opinion whether you like it or not. This is what you're going to get. But what we're going to talk about is a HOOAH Essential gun belt. Now, after they contacted me, I went out and looked on their website. They offer several different versions of the gun belt. They have tactical belts, they have leather belts, they got different buckles. You can get a custom engraved buckle, you can get tactical buckles, western buckles, tons of different stuff. And they got this nice little hanger they sent with it, and I'll demonstrate that in a little bit. But what I want to talk about in particular, when they did do this, you know, I go out and do a little search on them, and I look and I see there's other people out there reviewing their belts, and I'm going to assume many of those guys got the same offer. You know, I appreciate HOOAH Essentials for doing it. I think it's a good thing. But everybody's unboxing the belt and showing me how to assemble it and whatever. You know, and the way I see that is rat's ass. You ask me to review the belt, you're going to get a review of the belt, not how to assemble it or how to open the box. Now, I'm not trying to be critical of anything, but I'm going to try to do a good job. So, I've been wearing the belt for some time. And when I say some time, I don't mean some hours. I mean some days. And more days, probably at least a couple of weeks. And so, I think I got a pretty good feeling of the belt. Now, one thing you guys do not know, and I'm just going to be honest and tell you, I've got a scar that runs from basically from my nuts to the top of my breastbone, and I'm all disfigured under here, and you know, we're not going to get into too much of that, but I have always had, since this time, trouble with a belt buckle. And I mean, I have worn belts where I have to turn the freaking buckle on the side of my hip and everything else, because when a surgeon put me together, they didn't give a rat's butt about where the belt buckle went. And the belt buckle just eats my ass up, so I can't do it. So let's get to the belt. I get a belt, and essentially, I'm going to show you the inside like other people have. This is a big ass zip tie. You can see it's got these notches in here, just like a zip tie. And it works kind of like a zip tie. But this zip tie has a release right here on the buckle. So it's like a reusable zip tie. Brilliant, guys. I really like it. Now, I'm going to talk about this buckle itself just a little bit. This buckle is not, it may look a little taller than you see, but it's really only just over an inch. It's not like this. It's a smaller belt buckle. And what really makes this belt buckle work for me in my particular instance is, if you'll see the belt buckle at this angle, the belt buckle is almost held away from your body just a little bit. So this thing is not just eating into the scar, and add that to the fact that this belt is stiff. You can see it is stiff. I mean, I'm going to go out there and say on the inside of the belt is the same material as a zip tie. Some kind of polymer, something, a big zip tie. So this is stiff. So when I put the belt together, like so, and you can probably hear it go together, it's held away from my body here, and this belt being so stiff, lets this thing hold away from my body so it doesn't just get up into where my scar is at. Now, let's go a little bit further, because I'm probably I'm one guy with a scar there. There's probably many people who don't have scar there. So for me personally, this solves me a big problem. I like this belt. Now, as the pros go, it locks. Big zip tie, wonderful. Undo it, custom zip tie, I like it. Now, one of the really good things about this belt is that how it's not flexible, it's stiff. That helps my particular case. It helps hold the weight. Your handgun or your battle stuff's not, you ain't got your ass all cockeyed. Let me turn it like this. You got this on your belt, and then you got this side of the belt holding your handgun down there, and you got to keep pulling it tight, just working with it and pulling it tight. This solves that problem. It doesn't give away, it doesn't move apart, and it's stiff enough it doesn't go down. Now, the one thing that does make me a little bit different, can you see the kink in the belt right here? Can you see where it's got like a kink in it? All right, that right there, and I'm going to just show you, is from sliding this thing on to the holster. And I'm going to slide it on this Forbes holster. And we'll go through here and slide it in. And you'll see that stiffness makes it a little bit, right there is where my soft spot's getting. Right there makes it a little bit difficult to get the holster on and off. Once it's on and tight, man, it's excellent. You know, it's not falling down. You ain't got the John Wayne walk where you got a swagger and the pistols hanging down to your knee like this. That ain't going on. This thing is stout, it's stationary, it's gonna stay where you want it. It's gonna stay there every time. I really like it. The only thing is, like I said, its strength being so stiff is also what I do seem to be its single weakness. So when you get to threading this thing through belt loops and get it to a certain place and you want to put your holster back on, the one thing I'll do sometimes, I'll get my holster on and then I'll have a belt loop right here. So I'll go through the belt loop and then I go back under the belt loop like that with the belt loop in my pants there, and you see that's virtually impossible to do with this belt. So it's just not flexible enough to do that. But the flip side of that, this belt being stiff enough there, I don't really need that belt loop. So is it a good belt? Yeah, it's a good belt. Is it a good duty belt? Is it a good concealed carry belt? You know, in my opinion today, I've not tried a lot of other belts. There's a lot of other belts like this on the market. Or, let me rephrase that, that's not fair. There's a lot of other duty belts and gun belts on the market, not necessarily like this. This belt I've been wearing daily. I like it. The couple of things that I'm not using is these two pieces here. So, you know, this being like on a traditional belt where you can slide your belt through there and you've got this other little piece that goes through your belt there. I don't use that, and the reason I do not use that is, again, because the belt is just stiff enough that makes it difficult to do. Other than that, I don't use this. Same reason, the belt's stiff enough. I don't need it. I mean, I just don't need it. Cut the belt to the right length and you don't need any of these things. It stays tucked away good. The hanger, I'll go over the hanger. It's a nice little hanger. I don't think that it's, you know, it just slides on the belt. Because if you'll, I mean, it's just really, just like these little holes right here. I'll turn around so you can see it this way. Just like that, and then you just take it off like you would any other. It's nice for them to throw them in the package. Hell, the truth is, it was nice for them to do any of this for me. Overall review, my opinion, what you're going to get, and that's what I told them they were going to get. As of now, this is my everyday belt. I don't wear another belt now that I've got this one. I think that speaks alone for what it said. You know, I haven't tried any other belts. Don't know that I'll try any belts. I found one that seems to fit my problem, solve my problem. And like I said, guys, my problem's a little bit unique because I have the scarring. This belt solves my problem. So if you've got some issues with different size belt buckles and stuff, this very well could solve your problem. I like it. Holds the gun up, damn sure holds my pants up, so if I can hold my handgun up in my pants, hell, I'm good to go. I like it. Core Essentials, I guess you can find them out on the web. I'll try to find them, put a link down to the video below. I'm not going to assemble it, I'm just going to tell you, I like the belt, and that's just it. So, I can take this the next time I go out to the range and know that if I'll just shoot safe and shoot straight, I'm good to go. HOOAH.